Hello, YouTube. I hope everybody is having a sensational day. And if you're not, then change it. Because you know what? We only live once and time is precious. So figure out how you want to live your life, what kind of energy you want to have around you, and just get up and do it. Because you know what? As you probably figured out, the title of this live stream is Are you politing yourself to death? And I think society in general is politing themselves to death. Everybody is trying so relentlessly to be nice and be kind. And that's wonderful. It really is important that we're all nice and kind. Otherwise, we have a very uncivilized society. But when it comes to business, when it comes to what you need, when it comes to the money that you need in your bank account, when it comes to the money that you need to pay your rent, buy your food, keep yourself in a sense of balance and harmony within your life because one of the number one killers for people is money, stress, the lack of it. And I own a business. I've owned several businesses throughout my lifetime, and I could tell you firsthand that you can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink, especially when it comes to trying to get money out of people's hand. And everybody seems to have this propensity when it comes to numbers about being an absolute paralyzing fear. And I don't understand this because the one common denominator that every single human being has on this earth is the need for money. So, why then is it so challenging to get the said money out of people's hands for a service and offering whatever that might be of what it is you have? And get it into your bank account. Why is that such a challenge? So, that is the topic of today. And the reason why I'm doing this live and on this particular topic and matter is because owning a business, you know that the lifeblood of the business is to have a transaction. Without a transaction, you don't have a business. You just got something fancy that you can talk about to your friends and family. And it really doesn't go any farther than that. But when you are actually in your business, functioning within your business, doing the day-to-day activities, doing the day-to-day, necessary skills that you need to be applying to your business, what are they? Do they have value? Do they serve a greater need for everybody else? And if they do, why are you not asking brazenly to be rewarded for that, to be paid for that? And I am seeing, the fear that is just wrapping people in their own little cocoon and this fear of asking for money, this fear of not being bold enough and or not being able to be bold enough and for whatever reason they feel that they have to develop this long standing extenuating relationship with people in order for them to provide a service that the person's already there to have in the first place. So I just find it really ironic that there are millions, billions of businesses all across the planet, and there are billions of people. There's over 7 billion people on this earth. We all need to have money. We all need to have a source of income to live. And I can tell you right now, the ones who are at the top, the echelon of their game, they're vicious. They get in there. They know exactly what they want. They may not perceive themselves as being, a vicious tyrant, but let me tell you, in the back of their mind, their number one goal is to get paid at the end of the day. So I ask you, what are you doing every day in your business, whether you own your own business, whether you work for somebody else? How are you really going after what you want and how are you asking for it? Because if you've been following me, which not a lot of people are, but I'm hoping that's going to change soon, time is precious. And my time is getting smaller and smaller and smaller here on this earth. So while I am here, I want to make a big impact. And I want people to really start getting out of their shell, to really start living large because everybody is we're all in this together. We really are. I mean, we need each other. We absolutely need each other just for the sheer sake of survival. So, in with that being said, what are you doing every day that is giving you that satisfaction and knowing, allowing you to sleep at night that you stood up, you asked for what you wanted boldly, and you got it? I can tell you there's probably a minuscule amount of people who actually do that every day. And I can tell you that firsthand because I own a company with many salespeople. And I've had over 280 salespeople working for me over the past 9 months. And very few of them know how to ask for what they want. Very few of them. And these are professional salespeople, or so they see, so they say. That's what's on their resume anyway. And, this is not just within the industry of sales, this is within every industry. It doesn't matter what you do. People are terrified to speak up and ask for what they want. They're afraid of insulting somebody. They're afraid of being an outcast. They're afraid of ridicule. They're afraid of a whole bunch of different things that doesn't make sense, but yet they are. Because we can all agree that the common thread that we all have, and as I just alluded to a minute ago, the common thread that we all have in common is we all need money to survive. It is the number one survival tool. So, how do you get what you want? How do you articulate that? How do you brazenly and boldly make that statement to assure that you're getting what you want whenever you're going into any kind of a business conversation or transaction? Well, the number one way to do that is you ask for it. You ask for it with confidence. You step out of yourself if you have to, if you're not conditioned already to being bold, being, uh, you know, just knowing what you want, standing up for yourself. And that really kind of boils everything down into the real foundation of how to gain that confidence, how to get what you want. You've got to step outside of yourself, almost be that third person if this isn't your normal day-to-day behavior, or if this is something that's new to you and you've never had, you've never stepped out and stepped out when you have been in conversations, when you're asking for what you want, whether it's from your boss, you want more money, whether it's from somebody that you are, selling something to. How do you get to that close? How do you do it effectively and powerfully? And, how do you do it with dominance? Because you've got to have dominance. It doesn't matter what you do. If you're passive, if you are not speaking up, you're going to get stepped on. You're going to get walked on. And nobody needs to live like that. I think that we're all seeing now the end result of allowing people to step on you and walk all over you. We're seeing that within the governments. We're seeing that all across the world right now. We're seeing that with mandates. We're seeing that with everything. And, having a voice is powerful, and you've got to use that voice. And it's the only way that you're going to actually get what you need. Never mind what you want. The wants are great, the wants will come. But what you need, and what you need to survive, what you need to have in order to thrive in your life, and in order to go to sleep at night without stress, without that blanket of fear covering you. And the only way to do that is to really speak out and speak up for what you want, how you want it, and when you want it. So here's one of the things that I work with my sales agents on all the time. It is walking in like you own the place, like you are the CEO of that company, of wherever it is that you're at, whatever conversation you're going into. Know your worth. Have the end goal already planned out, visualize it, know that it's already done, know it's already going to happen before that conversation even happens. And when you step in to a conversation with that much confidence and you are not afraid of what the outcome is, I can tell you right now, you're going to get a whole lot more respect on the receiving end of that conversation than you would if you were pussyfooting around and carefully choosing your words and not being assertive enough and not getting right to the point of what it is that you want. Because when you ask directly for what you want, you will get it, or you'll get a version of it. If it comes down to a negotiation of, how much you feel that, you're worth, or how much the other person feels that you're worth, have that negotiation, but at least be bold enough and straightforward enough to ask directly. And you could do that, and you should be doing that within the first 5 minutes. Make it very plain and clear in the first 5 minutes of conversation what your overall objective of that outcome for the conversation is, for that transaction is, right in the first 5 minutes. You have your niceties, you have your handshakes and your introductions, and go into the reason why you're there. Then you let them know this is a transactional conversation. There is an expectation of payment at the end, and this is my worth. This is the dollar value at the end of the conversation. So, one of two things is going to happen. They're going to agree and they're going to say, absolutely, I respect that, and that's fine. Let's proceed. Or they're going to say no, and they're going to say, this is, I'm not either in a financial position, or I just don't feel that your services are what I need or are worth my time right now. Either way, you're winning because you have just cut down a long winded conversation, and you know what the outcome is going to be at the end of the day. Now, if you want to fight for that sale and you want to convince them otherwise, by all means, be there aggressively, stand your ground. Well, not aggressively. I mean, you don't want to turn it into, a debate or, an argument of what you feel your worth is. When you feel that your worth is a lot higher than what they are willing to pay, and they're not willing to pay it because they can't see your worth, then it's not a conversation or time well spent anyway. So you want to make sure that you're getting out of there. And we, like I said, we really are in a time crunch in life. We don't realize that we are, but we are. Every single day is precious. Every single moment is precious. So in the moments that you have, make them count. Make them worth your effort. Make them worth your time. Don't be sitting there and sitting in a fear bubble of what the other person is going to think. Because at the end of the day, who cares what they think? 9 times out of 10, you're probably never going to see that person again or speak to that person again. So while you're in that moment, why not utilize it well? Why not give it all you've got? Why not get all you can out of that transaction, out of that conversation, out of that meeting? Because you're the only one who loses when you don't speak up, when you don't vocalize what you want, when you don't show what your value and worth is. And when you're not asking for something, that means you don't want it badly enough. So I'm just asking you, if you're in any kind of business, which most people are, if you're in any kind of transactional business, which we are in transactional businesses every single day, or in transactional conversations every single day. So when you're in those conversations or in those moments, express clearly what you want, because you will get it 9 times out of 10. And that one time that you don't, it wasn't worth your time anyway. So I hope this video has value to you. I hope that you take these words, apply them to your life, apply them now. And if you need to take a deep breath to give yourself that 5 4 3 2 1 confidence, and just go in there balls deep and ask for what you want. When you know your worth, you'll have no problem doing that. You will have absolutely no problem doing that. So just before I wrap up, I just want to invite everybody who is here with me today to scroll down in the comment section or in the description section and get free access to the law of attraction alignment. I created this course a few years ago. And I'm giving away a free 7 days of this program. It is truly life changing. It will transform you. It will make you think about yourself differently. It will make you think about your environment differently. It will give you all of the tools and strategies that you need to reframe and rewrite your life the way you want to have it rewritten, not the way society has done it for you, but the way you want to have it rewritten. So I invite you to scroll down, hit that link, go and register. It's free registration. You get 7 free days of access. And if you don't like the course after the 7 days is up, then that's okay. There's no expectations. You don't have to pay a dime. It's completely on me. But if you love the course and you want to keep diving in and you want my support, which I'd love to give you, then register for the program. It is a simple transaction that is absolutely worth it. It's only 1997 US dollars. It is going to change your life. And we have spent so much more money on so much bigger garbage and crap. And I can tell you, it hasn't done much for transforming many people's lives. So invest well, spend your money wisely. And you're going to spend your money wisely by registering with the law of attraction alignment after the 7 days if you feel that you want to continue doing that. So I invite you to grab that link, go and register right now. Absolutely nothing that you can lose, but everything that you're going to gain. And while you're here, like and subscribe this video. Like this video and subscribe to my page because I'm going to be putting out a lot more content. I have been shown a new direction of what I need to be doing, and that direction is talking directly to you and giving you my wisdom. Well, I still can. So I hope that everybody has a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.